Welcome to a game called My Planet Tycoon. A little while ago, I played a game on the channel, I think, called Planet Crafter. This was a game on Steam, by the way, where you were sent to a planet to terraform it and you would build stuff and eventually your atmosphere would appear and the whole planet would start to terraform. This is essentially that game, but in Roblox and in Tycoon form. Now, as you can see, my planet, completely red, doesn't have any atmosphere to speak of, but as I go through and build stuff, this planet is going to change and terramorph into something cool, and that's what we're going to do today in this video. Let's take a look over here at the control panel. This is going to show your progress in the game, and as you can see, I've got a power supply, production capacity, powered production, and then time until completion of this step of terraforming, because I haven't actually bought anything outside of what the tutorial said to do. So in order to make money, and I'm going to show you guys some of the Tycoon first, and then we'll get to the actual rest of this. In here is where you make your money, as well as these pumps that we'll look at here in a minute. So in here you have these conveyor belts, and the only way to make money is by gathering resources and ore that are out in the world, and then you bring it over here to this little drop-off area, and then it'll go onto the conveyor belt, it'll go through these upgraders, and then give you money. But if you get enough money, you can start buying these robots that will go out and harvest stuff for you. I think I have 4 or 5 robots down here that go for different types of materials. So you have a robot for each one of these materials over here. And if we go upstairs, we have some guns, we have some morphs, stuff like that down here. But if we go upstairs, we actually have more robots. So we actually have drones that will fly in and out of here and drop stuff on the conveyor belt, and then we have a ton of upgraders here that will then make money here. It's a pretty slow Tycoon. So as you can see, here comes a drone. It's going to come in and drop down some ore. This one right here looks like it's probably titanium ore or something like that, and then it's going to go through and make me some money. So that's that. That is how this money making works here. You can also go out and do it manually. You do have this little thing right here, which, as you can see, this ore right here, we can shoot it, and as I shoot it, it starts to fill up there on the left hand side. So I have 1 cobalt, and then I can bring that over here to this little deposit, and then there it is right there. Boom. The other thing that you can buy here are these oil drillers here, these sort of oil rigs or ore rigs or whatever, and they make money every little bit. There's also more over here. So I've got some bigger ones here, and you need to buy some of these other buildings in order for these to appear. That's something you're going to want to do, is save up your money, buy some of these buildings, buy these drones, that kind of thing, and then more will appear. There's a building over here where if you buy them, more will appear over here as well. And these are all making me money. These will also make you money offline as well, $60 an hour per every one of these. So yeah, you can make money while you're not playing as well. Let's go ahead and start building stuff. So we need to start building some things. We got an atmosphere generator. Let's go ahead and build that. This right here, plus 10 PA a second, which is not a lot. We'll come in here and look at this. As you can see, this has gone up to 20. It was at 10 before. We need a lot. We're not going to be making the next set of terraforming anytime soon. So let's go ahead and buy a solar panel, and we're just going to keep buying this stuff here so that these things start to generate. Cool, there we go. So now we're generating some atmosphere. Let's take a look in here and see if anything is moving. All right, we have powered production here, 10 atmos, 13 hours before we actually complete the first step of atmosphere, but we have enough money, we should be able to speed that up quite a lot here. So let's go ahead and do that. And as we go, the game should start changing. The world should start turning a little more green. The sky should start turning a little more blue, that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and keep building. Here's another wind turbine here. Let's see how much time has sped up here for us. Down to 3 hours now. So we've got this maxed out. We've actually probably got more than that. So 3.5 hours. So it went from 13 to 3.5. Pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and buy this SMG and take it with us. We got some more stuff over here we can buy. I'm really hoping also that with buying these things, we end up getting more money production. We also have a bridge here. This bridge, I assume as we go through that this is going to turn into water. I don't know, does anything look different to you guys? It looks a little different to me. I think it does definitely look like some things are changing a little bit. All right, we're down to 1 hour 40. So all of my upgrades have reduced this time by like 12 hours. So we're doing pretty well here. So I've journeyed a little bit and I have found a grass generator. So now we have a little bit of grass per second. I don't know how much of a change that's really going to do, but plus 1 m squared per second. So maybe the ground will start changing a little bit as we go through. 15 minutes. until we hit 100% for atmosphere 1 of 5. The production's gone up, power supplies have gone up. We're gonna need some more production capacity. Maybe we don't actually. I think that's just capacity. I don't actually know. And the sky looks like it's getting a little bit of a tint to it. Maybe not completely, but it does look like it's actually changing a little bit here. Now we have water generators that we can get going. I don't know if I want to buy those just yet, but we can do that. I'm still working on atmosphere, so that's a thing. We are unlocking our first water generator. There it is. 100 liters a second. I have a feeling we're going to need a lot more than that. Well, here's where we are. The sky is turning blue. It is beautiful, but we have less than a minute left now until we hit stage 2 of our terraforming here. So 40 seconds until we hit atmosphere, and then we go to 2 out of 5, I assume, to probably the actual ground itself. Here we go. 10 seconds left. Oh, it went up a little bit. Now it's down to 9. That's weird. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right, oceans, 2 of 5, 13 hours on the oceans. So we have our atmosphere here. Everything is nice and blue and beautiful, but we can speed up the oceans a little bit. We have some water pipes over here that we can generate. So a little bit of water. It's going to take a very long time to fill this up. Wow. But not as long if we go ahead and buy a second one. Well, would you look at that? We have some water. Look at this. We're at about 11% on the water growth here, but here we have it. Some liquid water right here on our planet. I can actually swim in it. Now it is slowly growing, so it will take like another 4 hours for this whole planet to actually get to the water it needs, but it's doing it. We got it. And with each one of these generators that I buy, we get a little bit closer. The water has been filling and it has been running. We have 2 minutes left until the water is complete. As you can see, beautiful water all over this little planet. And I assume the next thing that we're going to be generating is probably grass, which is something that I've already started buying. So hopefully it'll take less time to get finished. Trees will be probably the next thing. After that, I have seen a few tree generators around the place, and that is what I'll also be buying as well. So I've just got a little bit of a kickstart on some of it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Time for grass. 23 minutes on grass. Nice. So we should see that happening very, very soon, and some grass should be popping up very quickly. Never mind. 9 hours. JK, just kidding. It has been a very long time, but we're here. I am now on a planet that has grass, trees, blue skies, atmosphere, all great things. Let me show you where I'm at here currently, because this is what I'm doing. 2 hours left for 5 of 5 here to be where I'm at. And I'm going to show you guys everything that I have unlocked, because it takes so long to get to this point. So that's the thing. When we last left off, you saw that I needed like 9 hours in order to get through the grass. Well, I was able to upgrade enough to get down to 4 hours. I'm not going to be able to finish this completely in this video, but let me show you where you can unlock all of the money making things as we do a little look around here. So we have our sort of base here, little buildings with some items in it. So I showed you guys the bots in the beginning of the video. We had a vehicle spawners over here, atmosphere stuff here. Let me grab my little speeder bike here. But okay, so we have the bots here. There are more oil rigs over here. And what you're going to be doing is actually coming in here. So I thought this building was going to be just cosmetic. It is not. So as you start buying stuff, you're going to find these 2 rooms here on the bottom floor are going to open up. And these are going to be full of workers who are going to make you money as well. In both of these sides. Full of workers that will make you money. Now, also on the second floor of this building is another set of rooms with more workers, and these guys will all make you money as well. So that's great. The floor up here is the top. We're going to go ahead and buy a helicopter, and we're going to go and look at the island from above. Maybe not. Okay, well, maybe we're not doing it. It's just not going to spawn. Lovely. Or maybe it is going to spawn. It's just laggy. This game is very laggy. The jet we have here. We can spawn the jet. So let's go ahead and actually jump into the jet. We have those buildings. What you're going to do. I don't know how to do this. Okay. How do we fly this? I don't know how to fly this at all. The heck, bro? Yeah, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. I don't even know how to fly. How do I turn? All right, so Q and E do this. Okay, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so Q and E roll, or Q and E go up and down, A and D roll, and then you use that. All right, there is something that I am missing, and I want to show you guys this real quick before we get too far into it. There is this building right here, and I need to actually try and jump out and see if I can't go inside. Nope. Okay, well, I'm dead. All right, the plane's a no. Oh, wait, here's the helicopter? Why is it over here? All right, this game's not perfect, okay? Let me just, it's trapped. It's trapped. I don't know how to get up. Trust me when I say this is not the only glitch in this game. It is freaking out. Okay, we're gonna do a quick reset here. Okay, so the helicopter just literally spawns over here for no reason. I don't understand why, but it looks like it's free. Maybe we can actually use it this time. Yes. Okay, here we go. So we need to try and go into this. There is a set of nuclear power plants here. Now, the reason that I need to go in here is to see if I can unlock something. There is an item that I need to unlock that I cannot unlock. And I'm gonna show you the problem if I can get in here to do it, and nope, can't do it. All right, you see how there's this railing button down here to unlock? I literally cannot get down to it because I accidentally didn't get it first. So this was forever locked off because there is now an invisible wall here. That is unfortunate. It sucks. It is a thing that exists, and I can't do anything about that. So that is a hazard. The helicopter is not spawning in the right spot. The jets are impossible to fly. It's so stupid. Anyway, let's jump into the bike here. The bike is the best thing. Let's use this. All right, we're gonna go to the left here where we started things. So we've got trees here. These are creating the trees. We need to turn this down. This vacuum cleaner is going crazy. The trees here are great. These are the producers here. This is water over here. We have this building over here as well. Now, here's another thing. You're gonna come over here. You want to build this building because there are a few morphs and stuff in here, but there are also a few more workers in here who will continue to make you money, and that's something else you want to also come and do because they make you passive money. All right, let's go around the outside of this area here. So water, trees, and then more atmosphere over here. We have more wind turbines all over the place, and you are going to need to unlock those because they will help you produce stuff even faster because they help power all this stuff, and so you'll need to do it. We have more stuff over here, turbines, water, and eventually we'll come back across to the, oh my god, am I upside down? Freaking heck, dude. Okay, this thing, man, I'm having a hard time with the vehicles. But and then we have this over here, this giant massive power plant. So the power plant is not really going to make you money passively, but it is going to give you a ton of power, and all this power right here is going to help, I mean, just the growth of the planet in general. There's grass generators here, both of these turbines. Now, once again, as I showed you, there is an invisible, or there's a button in there that I can't reach. So if there are buttons that I have missed, which I know there are a few because they're vehicles, then I won't be able to find them because, well, I'm stuck not able to get that button. We're basically just going to follow this road here, and there are wind turbines and solar farms and stuff up here, but what we're going to need to do is go up the hill even more, and up the hill here are tons of atmosphere stuff, but we're going to come over here to the right, more atmosphere generators here, but in the back here are massive solar farms. So if we come up here, we have more atmosphere over here, but tons of solar farming here, and this is all super necessary because power, once again, is super important for powering the planet and everything here to be as efficient as possible. And I believe that's kind of it for the time being. Now, there is a thing happening on Saturday that is an event with new content. Hopefully they fix the one thing. Maybe if they see the video, they'll be able to fix a few things. And that's pretty much it for the entire planet. The rest of it comes down to waiting and making sure that you buy as many of the money-making things as possible because that's really going to help you out. But nothing is going to stop you from having to wait hours and hours and hours for your planet to develop. I mean, for just the trees that I'm on right now, it was like 6 hours, even though I have everything that I've got currently purchased. So it takes a very long time, and it is in-game time. This is not out of game time. The planet does not produce or process or change when you're offline. You can make money when you're offline, but you cannot have your planet terraform while you're offline. So there will be no progress on that. You have to be in the game for this to start counting down. So that's a thing. And that is the entirety of the game, at least so far. If you want me to come back and check out more of it, be sure to leave a like on the video. Feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. I've been BubbaTV24, and I am signing out.